Moshi Mosh und herzlich willkommen zurück zu wie Bullshit. Bullshit. Wie immer Bullshit. Genau, herzlich willkommen zurück zu wie immer Bullshit. Nein, Memories of Celceta. Wir machen weiter mit diesem wunderschönen Machwerk unglaublich beeindruckender Kunst und Eigenständigkeit von Falcom und es geht weiter im Celceta-Wald. Im Ancient Borough, im antiken Bau. Da geht es weiter, munter weiter. Wir werden sehen. Wir hätten hier diese verschlossene Tür. Und die werden wir jetzt öffnen. This is one huge door. Or some kind of hole in it. Maybe you're supposed to put something in there, like a sort of key. Pretty complicated locking mechanism, but should be a piece of cake to get open if we got something that will fit. Ja, die Dinger, die wir gefunden haben, ne? Wahrscheinlich. Müssen wir da jetzt einsetzen, wahrscheinlich. Ja. Oh, das ist eine schöne Mechanik. Die habe ich ganz vergessen gehabt. Aber ja, das ist ja so eine Vita-Spielerei, kann man sagen. Jetzt muss ich die so einsetzen und die muss ich jetzt so einsetzen. Und schon passt's. We did it! What's that? Sounds familiar to you at all? Das ist Hafenmusik. It's harp music. A harp. This is actually the first time I've ever heard one. Wait a minute. A harp? Didn't. It's Remnos. I recognize the melody and the sound of the instrument anyway. What?
Remnos.
I'm coming. Remnos, just hanging there. Tja. Musik ist toll.
No.
What's going on there? Here. Isn't he the one who hurt your dad back in Komodo? Are you really the one who fought with father? Answer me, Remnos! You wanna fight, huh? This is starting to look awful familiar. Ach du Scheiße. Wir haben doch gerade erst einen Bosskampf gehabt. Yikes! Lucarius, the great Skriller of extermination. What? How did he do that? Ja, das ist eine gute Frage. Okay. Erstmal einen Schwachpunkt finden. Okay, der widersteht auf jeden Fall Poison. Das ist ja, glaube ich, erstmal... Ja, wir können ihn nur von der Seite treffen, weil vorne deckt er sich, also vorne blockt er. Ah, okay. Nach dem Sprung kommt er kurz einmal... Und man kann hier den Block treffen, ne? Der aber nicht auch frei gibt. Nur beim Sprung. Okay. Und bei Angriffen. Hä? Wo bin ich? Wieso war ich auf einmal weg? Wieso war ich denn auf einmal weg? Oh, jetzt können wir es treffen. Jetzt können wir es richtig gut treffen. Aber wieso war ich denn auf einmal weg? Was ist das denn für Bullshit? Sehr seltsam. Aber hey. Ist er gestunt. Okay. Okay, wir haben ihn gleich. Wir haben ihn gleich, wir haben ihn gleich, wir haben ihn gleich. Wir haben ihn gleich, wir haben ihn gleich, wir haben ihn gleich. Und wir haben ihn. Oder? Doch nicht? Soulbreaker! Ach, der hat die rote Leiste ist auch noch Angriffsleiste, okay. Smart. Dann haben wir ihn doch noch nicht. Ah, der macht nicht besonders viel, zumindest meine Companions, die sind mal richtig nützlich. Warum sind die nur in Bossfights nützlich? Kann mir das mal einer sagen? Oh Gott, jetzt kommt da wieder sowas. So, jetzt geht's richtig auf indische Freundchen. Jetzt geht's richtig auf indische. Und besiegt! First try. Looks like we won, huh? Somehow. But this guy's way stronger than any of the others. Who are you? Looks like he's not saying a word. I do it. What?
You've served me well. After seeing the mask's power, I call this experiment a success.
Ui, wer ist sie denn? Who are you?
Who am I? I don't see why I should introduce myself to the likes of you. But I'm in such a wonderful mood today, I'll grant you your wish. I am Bami, a magician who controls people using the darkness in their own hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. A magician who controls people? So that's what the mask do. Oh, don't go jumping to conclusions. I wasn't finished talking, you know. And it's quite rude to interrupt a lady. In point of fact, the mask isn't what's controlling him at all. Rather, that would be my magic, observe. Remnos! Well, if you're the one controlling him, then what's the mask for? And don't you dare say you made him wear it because you like the way it looks. The masks are a necessary part of an experiment that has been cited to me. It seems they have the ability to greatly increase a person's physical abilities. A strange and boosting mask, huh? I guess that explains how Remnos could pull off moves like that even when he's not a warrior. There's still something off about this. What do you mean? The strength increase too drastic. That's exactly it. The Remnos I know isn't even as strong as those four we fought earlier. Yet he was still able. Oh, I think I see what you mean. Even with a mask, he still shouldn't be able to defeat you that, or control giant monsters, or anything like that. You're free. don't know anything about this poor boy, do you? What are you talking about? He's naturally gifted warrior, much more capital in battle than you can possibly imagine. Even without the mask, see? Mein Schwert. Kana! How? You still don't understand? Very well. I suppose I just have to be the one to teach you then. He's always kept his true capabilities hidden from others. Now, why do you suppose he'd do a thing like that? Maybe he wouldn't hurt his poor, hard-working older sister by letting her find out how much more talented he is? What are you? I'm a magician who can find the darkness in people's hearts and use it to control them. And he is the latest worst darkness I've chosen to manipulate. That's all. That's all. I give you my deepest sympathies. Having a younger brother who's too skilled for his own good brings nothing but trouble. This woman. You're twisted. Why, thank you. I take this as a compliment. I believe I've talked for long enough. There's far too much left for me to do to keep playing with you any longer. Remnos! Still, I must thank you for one thing. I hadn't imagined I'd find something so useful in a place like this.
Don't!
Wait! Let him go! Give him back! So that man was Remnos then, you sure? Ever since he was a child. The slightest effort was all it takes for him to achieve whatever goal he sought. He learned that the skills I taught him almost instantaneously, even the art of war and hunting techniques. However, he began to hide those skills from Kana, concerned by how she would feel if she knew. And eventually he had completely decided himself to music and crafts. Because in those fields he wouldn't have to hold back for anyone. I kind of get where he's coming from. I have failed as a father. I'm sure was shocked when she found out. I'm sorry, but I would ask that you leave her be for a while. I'm sure she'll be fine. I agree with you, of course, but it will likely take some time before she fully recovers from the shock. Hey, come to think of it, do we have any more leads as to the identity of that magician woman? I'm afraid we don't. She's not from this area. Of that I am certain. But I know nothing more. She said the mask were part of some sort of experiment, and she didn't seem to be anyone the Governor General could have sent. The villagers who had disappeared have now gone back to their normal lives. Komodo, it seems, is beginning to return to normal. Still, this feels like the start of something much bigger. Perhaps we need to decide as a village what we will do from here on out. Adol, where do you intend to go from here? Actually, about that, do you know where Adol headed after he left here before? Not for certain, but I recall him mentioning a village on the bank of a river. I suspect he may have gone there. On the bank of a river? Sounds like the other point I marked on the map. Alright, Adol. It's up to you. Where to next? head towards the river, return to Kaznan. If you happen to hear anything more about Remnos, please do let me know. I'm forever indebted to you for all you've done here. I wish you well in recovering your memories. Please know that you will always be welcome in Komodo. You can now accept quests in Komodo. Die nehmen wir doch mal gerne mit, ne? Ich dachte eben gerade, da wäre eine Schatztruhe gewesen, aber ne. Gucken wir mal, was für Quests Komodo hat. Sword Training with Lindsay, Idea. Would someone please teach me how to use a sword? I'll be waiting on top of level village. I would like fresh leaves, feed my deer. And I have reported a dangerous giant beast called Grolonga has begun prowling around entrance of woods southeast of Komodo. Okay. Grolonga appears to be a subspecies of a Bozunga. I've heard it's no less treating than a Bozonga either. If you decide to fight it, please be very careful. Okay. Top of a Village. Sollen wir da einen Schwertkampf beibringen? Das machen wir mal eben schnell. Wir sind ja ein geskillter Schwertkämpfer. Die beiden. Okay. Hey, aren't you two? Did you come about my request on the board? Yeah. It said you want someone to teach you how to use a sword, right? So, what do you think, Adol? Accept. Really? Thank you so much. Looks like there's really no stopping her. I appreciate you worrying about me, but I want to become stronger no matter what. Maybe I'm just doing it to safety my own ego. Maybe I'm just wasting my time and this will all be for nothing. But ever since that incident, I've really wanted to learn self-defense. I shouldn't be okay with just sitting around in this village and doing nothing simply because I'm a girl after all. I don't expect to get as good as Kana, but I want to be able to hold my own, you know? You're really serious about this, huh? Okay, fine, I understand. If this is what you want, then go for it. Thanks. Well, you definitely got the enthusiasm. Actually, you know how to fight as well, don't you? Yeah, I guess. I don't use a sword like Adolfo. Do you want to learn to fight too? I don't mind teaching you in the art of hand-to-hand combat if you want. No, that's not why I was asking. I was actually wondering if you could ask you a favor. Huh? Would the two of you be willing to have a duel just to show us how it's done? You're curious about adult strength too, aren't you? Besides, wouldn't it be the best to see what a real swordsman can do before you start learning yourself? Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's actually not a half bad idea. I certainly got no objections. How about you, Adol? You feel like testing yourself against these knockout knuckles? I'd love to. Perfect. Alright, then may the best man win. Hehe, this looks like it'll be quite an exciting battle. Oh yeah. Are you both ready? Yeah, just give me a cue to start and we'll be off. Well, then get ready! And fight! Interessanter Kampf. Alter. Nicht gedacht, dass es so schwer wird, gegen Dogi zu kämpfen. Alter! Guter Kämpfer. Well, looks like I got you good, man. Seattle, that was my real power. That was a good fight. Yeah, it was. Wait, I'm the guy who won? Aren't I supposed to be one saying that? Hey, men really do get heated up when it comes to fighting, don't they? You both did wonderfully. Yeah, I learned a lot just watching you. Well, I'm happy to hear it. Oh yeah, you called us here to train you, right? We're gonna run out of time at this rate. Right. I'm ready at all. Thank you so much, Adol. You've got potential, that's for sure. Really? I have to admit, I'm kind of surprised by how quickly you picked things up. I'm sure you'll be a fine warrior, Lindsay. Thanks. Well then, Adol, thank you again for all your help. It's not much, but please accept this. Thank you for everything today.
That was nothing.
So, das hätten wir erledigt. Ah, you brought me the fresh leaves I asked for. No, you didn't. You don't have enough of them. Can you come back and let me know when you've got 10 to spare? Okay, wir brauchen 10 Stück. 10 Gräser. Können wir die vielleicht bei der Oma kaufen? Exchange Materials. Ach, hier kann ich Sachen exchangen. Sehr schön. Das ist natürlich perfekt. Fresh Leaf. Können wir die doch können wir die doch noch abholen. Ah, you bought the fresh leaves I asked for. Yep, these are exactly what I wanted. Full of moist. Ah, this scent really does bring to mind the sun's warming rays, doesn't it? Thank you. I'm sure the deer will be really happy too. Here's your reward. Jetzt müssen wir nur noch das eine Viech erledigen. Die Frage ist, wie können wir hier refine und reforgen? Das können wir ja gar nicht, oder? Oder geht das ja irgendwo? Weil hier geht nur exchangen. Können wir bei dir refine? Ne. Wir können ja mal gucken. Ne, buy und sell nur. Also hier gehen wir nur Sachen kaufen. Vielleicht bei dem Accessoire-Typ. Oh, shit. Vielleicht bei dem Accessoire-Typ. Nee, der craftet nur solche Sachen. Merkwürdig, merkwürdig. Was soll das denn dann gehen? Dann geht das wirklich nur in Kassen an. Was ein bisschen doof wäre. Man muss doch in jeder Stadt irgendwie eine Möglichkeit haben zu craften. Neue Sachen hat er auch nicht, ne? Slasher. Oh, Slasher Deluxe. Deluxe-Waffen. Würden sich schon lohnen. Ja. Kann man haben. Eagle Head Deluxe. Und Hunters Knife Deluxe. Beast Armor Deluxe. Natürlich gibt es auch eine Beast Armor Deluxe. Eieiei. Ja, verkaufen wir mal ein bisschen was. Long Saber. Steel Gauntlet, Brass Gauntlet. Iron Breastplate. Das bringt aber alles nicht so viel. Dann noch lieber hier die Dinger verkaufen. Momentan brauchen wir sie ja noch nicht. Können wir mal noch zusammensammeln, wenn wir sie brauchen. Oder das gute Silbererz. Wobei, nee, das Silbererz brauchen wir. Stones. Oder hier die Beast Materials. Dann brauchen wir sie ja nicht. Naja. Ach verdammt, ich hätte die doch... Ach, ich hätte die doch besser machen können. Naja, egal. Gut, dann gehen wir zu Buy Weapons oder Buy Sachen. Dann kaufen wir die Deluxe-Rüstung zweimal. Und verkaufen die Item. Wieso hat Eddie eigentlich zweimal? Einmal. Beast Level Deluxe. Beast Level Deluxe. Wunderbar. Wird die denn auch als neue Rüstung angezeigt? Von allen Items? Ich glaube schon. Dann sind das ja gar nicht so viele Waffen. Ja, dazwischen gibt es noch eine Rüstung scheinbar. Ja, dann gibt es wenigstens nicht ganz so viel Zeug, das man sammeln muss. So. Dann gehen wir jetzt zum Speicherpunkt, also zum Reset-Punkt sozusagen. Zum Resting Point. Wobei, nein, wir machen hier kurz einen kleinen Break. Speichern wir eben ab. Sehen uns dann gleich wieder. Froh schon sein, bis gleich auch rein. Euer Silvarius. Be right back. Au! And out. Dann kümmern wir uns um die letzte Quest und gehen nach Kessenheim zurück.